Okay, sorry for the interruption. I had a technical difficulty. Right. So we were talking about the RNA polymerase and the control of gene expression that is regulated by the promoter and the operator that is present beforehand or upstream of the genes that need actual transcription. Right. So I told you that the function of the promoter region is actually to tell where the RNA polymerase is going to start transcripting the genes, forming the mRNA for the associated genes. Right? What does the operator region does? The operator region is basically it basically has the repressor protein attached to it. Right? So in the presence of the repressor protein, what happens is this, that the RNA polymerase, if we consider this to be the RNA polymerase, it is going to, and repressor is also present, it is going to actually prevent the RNA polymerase from going ahead and transcribing the genes that are present ahead. Right? Now, this repressor is actually regulating the gene expression. Now, if we take the example of a lac operon, which is basically present in the prokaryotes, and it consists of 3 genes, that is lac Z, lac Y and lac A. I'm going to tell you that from the picture that I've inserted ahead. But the basic thing that you need to know at this level is this, that the lac Z, that basically codes for beta galactosidase. The lac Y codes for the permease. What does the permease do? It actually allows the lactose to enter the cell. Galactosidase basically it metabolizes the lactose so that it can be used by the cell as glucose and for energy. And what is the function of lac A? The function of lac A is to code for trans-acetylase, which is required for the functioning of the above 2 enzyme. Right? So this is lac Z, this is lac Y and this is lac A. Right? Now, when there is no lactose present within the environment that the prokaryote is growing in, then the repressor protein is going to be present and it is going to bind to the operator region, and it is going to prevent the RNA polymerase from transcribing the 3 genes which are necessary for the metabolism and the utilization of lactose. Right? But what happens in the presence of lactose? If lactose is present, then the repressor gene has a place where lactose can come and bind to it. When the repressor protein is bound by the lactose, it is going to change its shape. For instance, it is going to go from the yellow part to a part that is like the black one, and it is going to leave the operator. Now it is no longer bound to the operator region. Once the repressor protein is no longer bound to the operator region, this allows the RNA polymerase to go to the operator region and then to go to the lac Z, Y and A and transcribe these 3 enzymes and make their mRNA, so that these enzymes, these proteins can eventually be made and utilized by the bacteria. So this is basically how the gene expression is regulated. Now I'm going to quickly use this diagram to show you what happens. Right. Now, one thing that I forgot to tell you, my bad. What forms the repressor protein? Now, these lac Z, Y and A, these genes are basically for the proteins. These proteins that are used for the metabolism of lactose. But what forms the repressor proteins? We need to go back to the structural genes and the regulatory genes over here, right? So the repressor protein is not a structural protein, right? It is actually a controlling protein. So regulatory gene would be, or the regulatory protein would be the repressor protein. And the structural gene would be lac Z, Y and A, that forms things that actually metabolize lactose because it is performing a function, whereas the repressor protein is actually just controlling the expression of the other genes. The other genes are these genes, right? So here first you can see that the promoter for the regulatory gene. The regulatory gene codes for what? The regulatory gene codes for the repressor protein, right? The RNA polymerase, I told you before, it is going to bind where? It is going to bind to the promoter region, right? This is the regulatory gene. The regulatory gene is going to form the lac repressor protein. And the repressor protein is going to bind where? It is going to bind at the operator region right here. So the RNA polymerase binds to the promoter region. The repressor protein binds to the operator region. When you do not have the lactose present, the regulatory gene is going to form the repressor protein that is going to come and attach on the operator site, that is going to prevent the forward movement of the RNA polymerase, and it is going to prevent the transcription of these three genes, right? And when lactose is present, you can see over here, lactose comes and binds to the repressor protein. The repressor protein deattaches from the operator region and allows the way for the RNA polymerase to go forward is now clear, and it can now transcribe and form the mRNA for these three genes that are present right there, right? So this is basically how the gene expression is allowed, how the gene expression is basically controlled, and I hope that you understood it. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Thank you very much.